Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive. Today, we're taking a bit of a unique turn. Forget the usual academic papers, okay? Because our mission is to pull out some really, compelling insights from song lyrics. Yeah, seriously. Our source today, Katy Perry's Chained to the Rhythm, the one featuring Skip Marley. Now, it's super catchy, right? To definitely dance to it. But listen closely, really closely, and well, it offers this surprisingly sharp commentary on modern life, maybe even a bit unsettling. So beyond that beat that gets stuck in your head, what's this chart topper really telling us? About society.
That's exactly it. That's what we're going to dig into. We'll be dissecting specific phrases, the imagery she uses
Fact.
to get past that pop surface and look at the themes underneath. We'll explore some, let's say, uncomfortable questions about comfort, about awareness, and what being free even means today. It's about the why behind it all.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Right away, the song hits you with this theme. Comfort. But maybe, not in a good way. The lyrics repeat it over and over. So comfortable we're living in a bubble. So comfortable we cannot see the trouble. Trouble. It's relentless. What's this bubble really about, do you think?
Well, what's interesting isn't just comfort itself, but how the lyrics paint this bubble. It's not just a feeling. It's like a whole manufactured reality. She sings about living our life through a lens, and being trapped in our white picket fence like ornaments. That imagery, it suggests this really sheltered existence, so insulated that, well, our comfort actually makes us blind.
Right.
It's like a self-imposed blindness, keeping us from seeing the bigger picture, the real trouble outside.
And then it throws this curveball, this question. Are you lonely up there in utopia where nothing will ever be enough? That really makes you think, doesn't it? If everything's so perfect in the bubble, why the dissatisfaction?
Exactly. It suggests comfort and happiness aren't necessarily the same thing. It kind of asks, what's the price of that total comfort? Maybe it's a sort of stagnation, where lacking challenge just leaves you feeling empty, always looking for more but never finding it.
Yeah. And that potential emptiness seems to flow right into the next theme. This deliberate avoidance, escapism. The lyrics practically give instructions. So put your rose-colored glasses on and party on, turn it up, it's your favorite song. It feels like a conscious choice,
Yeah.
to just tune out reality.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And we really need to look at that phrase, dance, 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 to the distortion.
Right.
This distortion. Is it like outright lies, misinformation?
Or something subtler.
Yeah, maybe it's just an easier version of the truth, something amplified,
Yeah.
maybe less real, that we prefer because it feels better.
Yeah.
Think about how we curate our social media feeds, right?
Uh-huh.
Or stick to news that just confirms what we already believe. And the instruction to turn it up, keep it on repeat, well, that just drills down on the cycle of avoidance. We actively seek out that comfy, distorted view.
The imagery gets really strong here, too. Stumbling around like a wasted zombie. Wow. What does that suggest about this state of mind?
It's powerful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Suggests losing your agency, maybe. Being dehumanized, even. A wasted zombie isn't really living, just going through the motions, unthinking, totally passive and disconnected from anything real outside that distortion.
Yeah. Which brings us to what feels like the absolute core of the song. The big paradox. Yeah, we think we're free because once on me, we're all chained to the rhythm, to the rhythm, to the rhythm. That hits hard. We think we're free, but the song says, nope. What does that mean, being chained to the rhythm?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Right.
Where are these chains? Because they're not literal. This rhythm, it could be so many things.
Like what?
Well, maybe the constant pressure of consumerism, always needing the next thing.
Right.
Or just our daily routines, the habits that kind of run our lives without us thinking. Societal norms, political cycles we just follow along with. The song seems to say our freedom might just be, well, an illusion. A comfortable one, sure, but still masking these invisible constraints that guide us. We're dancing to a beat we don't even realize is controlling us. The real chains are those invisible loops of habit and expectation.
And in that same section, there's that line, death keeps sweeping it under the rug. That sounds active, like a deliberate choice to ignore the big, scary stuff.
Totally. It's not just missing the trouble, it's actively hiding it. If you connect that back to the bubble, the distortion, this sweeping under the rug, is key. It points to this massive denial.
Right, a collective thing, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's societal unwillingness to face hard truths. But then, right after that, there's this little flicker. Thought we could do better than that, I hope we can.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
It's like admitting the complacency, but also holding on to this small hope for change. A recognition that, hey, maybe it doesn't have to be this way.
Then the whole vibe shifts, doesn't it, when Skip Marley comes in. His verse feels different, urgent. He says, "It is my desire, break down the walls to connect, inspire, break down the walls." That's like the direct opposite of the bumper.
Exactly. It's a direct challenge to the whole insulated existence.
Mm.
Marley's verse is like a call to arms. Wake up, engage.
Mm.
And he really goes after the powers that be, right? Up on your high place lyre, time is taking for the empire.
Yeah, that's pointed.
It suggests these controlling systems, these empires. They're not permanent. Time's running out for them. It's a real stand against the things keeping that rhythm going.
And he doesn't sugarcoat things either. He mentions the truth that feet is feeble and observes the greed of all the people.
Mm.
It's a pretty raw look at human flaws.
Yes, but then he brings it to this potential awakening, this collective realization. That line, they woke up the lions.
Wow.
Wow. That implies people rising up against the chains, against the illusion.
So even though the rhythm keeps going at the end?
Right, on and on it goes. But Marley's part adds this crucial layer, awareness. The rhythm of life continues, but now, potentially, people see it. They're aware of the chain. And, recognizing the chain, that's always the first step to maybe breaking it. So what we've really seen here is how, a pop song, if you really listen to the words, can be this incredibly insightful piece of social commentary. It touches on complacency, this illusion of freedom we might be under, and the possibility of waking up. The lyrics really do hold up a mirror to us.
It's actually pretty amazing. You might just hear the catchy tune first, but dive into the lyrics. And suddenly you're reflecting on some really deep, critical stuff. It's quite powerful. So after digging into Chained to the Rhythm, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? What rhythm might you find you're chained to? And what kind of bubble, maybe, are you living in without even noticing? Something to think about based on what the song brings up.